Hello shrimp shooters, this is Mike from Underwater Macro HowTo, and today I'm going to be triggered. And by triggered, what I mean is my propensity to take housing and add a trigger. And take housing and use a trigger. Now the reason why this is important to me is that if you take this, now this is a standard PT-056, it's a housing for a TG4, and there's a TG4 inside of it, right? But you have the shutter button right here on the top. Well, when you're playing super macro and you have it zoomed in very, very far, when you go, I didn't behave, when you go and push that button, you don't see it. You can barely see it on camera. You can see it from the side. As you push that trigger button, or as you push the shutter button, it actually rotates the housing forward. I'll overemphasize it a little bit. It'll move forward like that. That will actually mess up the focus and it'll mess up the framing of the picture that you've got. So what I did is I took a page out of my G9. So this is my G9 and it comes from Nauticam with the handles attached. So they just sell it like this. But what they have here is a big trigger. So when you shoot it, let's see, flip it like this. That's how you press the trigger, okay? So it's a very subtle movement, but it means that you're not moving, you're not twisting that housing while you shoot, and so you keep that focus and you keep that framing, okay? So what I did with my TG5 when I got it, so this is the Nauticam housing. Now it comes just as a square box, so pretty much everything like that, that's what you get. And I added this ball too, so that's what you get. So I went and I had an older Nauticam housing for an EM10. I ripped the handle, it had a handle on the left side and the right side. I ripped off the handles and I put the right side here. I originally had the left side, but then it defeats the purpose of a TG5. Like if I want two handles and I want a bigger camera to carry, I've got the G9 and I carry that. But for the TG5, I found that if I added this trigger mechanism, and you can see, I'll move it up a little bit like that, okay? So that pushes down, but it's the single motion instead of gripping with the hand. So it also doesn't rotate while you take a shot. You can also turn like this and shoot more in a vertical format. But I took that trigger, added in the trigger. I had to adjust the trigger a little bit so it pushes. All it does is it has a hinge right here. And this little nub pushes down on the shutter button on the housing. Okay, so you could just as easily go and shoot like this. Okay, but that's why pretty much everything I have from now on is I'm going to try to add a trigger to it if I can. One tip, if you're using the standard Olympus housing, is to turn your hand like this and grab the camera this way, especially if you've got gloves on. If you got gloves, it's really hard to hit the shutter. To grab the camera like this, and then use your middle finger in order to shoot. It actually reduces some of that vibration and twist, okay? Or if you can use two hands you can shoot, but sometimes you don't have the liberty of having both hands, okay? So you can shoot like that, or you can grab it like this and use your index finger on it, okay? Just different things to think about, different things and ways that I am optimizing my housings and my shooting. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. You guys know the drill, and I'll see you later.